Hi everyone, my name is Vicky and today I'm going to speak about anger issues and weeding them off. I'd rather be happy than angry, and I'd rather have good relationships than bad relationships, whether it be with my husband, my mom, my sister, my dad, my son, especially my son. So Christmas time came around and my cousin Erica asked me, hey, what would you like for Christmas? Like, what do you need? Do you need anything? So I was reading another book and it advised me to read Love Languages. This was a book that it was a faith detox book. It actually advised me to read Love Languages. They said it was a really good book, for the emotions, for, expressing emotions, feelings, and things like that, communication-wise. And I was like, oh, this would probably be good because, everybody was, my husband, my son, everybody, was getting the bad side of me because I was like, oh my God, this multiple sclerosis is just not letting me, I was blaming it on the multiple sclerosis. And I think, yeah, in part it does have something to do with multiple sclerosis because, there's lesions in my brain. I know that. And sometimes I just get very agitated. I don't know if you're like that, but I hope you're not. But if you are, it happens to the best of us. Whether you have MS or not, there's times where it's the time of the month. I'm sorry if you're a guy, but for women, there's emotions are going crazy at that time, and even there's men, I don't know if y'all read before, but men have the time of the month, but not like women, it's completely different, but they still have their emotions are going crazy. Either way, men or women, sometimes there's times where you just don't have time for stuff, you just not have time for stuff, but you just don't have the energy to deal with some things, you're just like, I'm just not going to deal with that right now. Or if you do deal with it, you deal with it in an angry manner, So either way, she actually purchased both of the books for me. She purchased this one and this one. I was supposed to read this one first, but I saw this one and I'm like, oh my God. My main concern right now, my son is 13, and since he was 9 years old, we've been having these teenager problems where he talks back, and he's like, Mom, I don't agree with this. I'm like, what do you mean you don't agree with this? So, so either way, we were going back and forth, and Chris and I were lashing out at each other. It was usually me that would start it, and he would get angry too, and I'm like, why are you angry? Only I need to be angry. I'm the one that was angry first, and so you don't need to be angry. So I'd get angry, then he'd get angry. So emotions, we feed off of each other's emotions. Chris and I do, my 13-year-old son. So either way, I'm reading this book, and the reason why I want to mention it to you is because I am on I'm not too far along because I've been reading it very sporadically. I need to get on it, right? But I'm on page 86, and honestly, it's really, really good. It's really pushing me back, and I had to sit myself down again and be like, hey, what am I doing wrong? What can I do to help the situation, right? And honestly, I do recommend this for any parent who has a teenager, or even if you have a young child that is going to be a teenager. Be prepared, be ahead of the game. I support that. I support you being ahead of the game because I was not ahead of the game at all. So either way, also prayer will weed off the bad energy. It has weeded off the bad energy from me, kind of pushed it away. Meditation for me really, really helps. But I forget to meditate sometimes, you know what I'm saying? There's a week goes by and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even meditate this week, so I got to put my alarms. I know my other friend was like, two of my friends were like, you need to put them alarms, girl. And I'm like, yes, I do need to put them alarms. So thank you guys. But either way, I just wanted to mention that to you guys today because I feel like, hey, there might be someone out there that is having a hard time communicating with their teenager or their child, even if they're adults, even if your child is an adult or whoever it may be, you know what I'm saying? And then this book is another book for anybody, for any spouse communication, just in general. Then there's another, it came with the bookmark, the books came with the bookmark, and there's another book that no, not this one. This one's an apology one, but I don't know, that one doesn't interest me too much, but if you guys are interested in that. But either way, there's another one that does interest me, the anger, how to handle, or handling, sorry, I'm trying to read backwards. Okay, so handling a powerful emotion in a healthy way. I think that would be very healthy for me because I can do that with everyone else outside of my household. But when it comes to my household, like my son and my husband, they get the worst of me. They get the best of me, but they also get the worst of me. And that's not okay for me. You know, I need to change that. So, you know, I was always like, I can't do anything about it because it's the multiple sclerosis. But you know what? It's my body too. It's not MS's body. It's my body. So, it's Miss Vicky's body, not MS's body, right? No, but you know, I'm just like, you know what, I at one point thought, you know, this book isn't going to help me. How is this book going to help me? You know, but honestly, it sat me down and made me realize a lot of things. Like, I can take a deep breath. You know, there's some things that I can't control, you know, so that's what I'm going to start with. So either way, I hope you guys are not having a lot of anger issues or any of that, or emotions that you guys cannot control. But, you know, I have had them, you know, and they come and they go. But like I said, I thank you for listening, and I just wanted to share that with you guys because I feel like that it's very important. Communication, relationships are super important. And if you're not right and your relationship isn't right, it feels like your life isn't going right. For me, at least. I don't know how you feel, but I hope your relationships are great. You guys have a wonderful night. Today is January 31st. I'm about to go watch the Pro Bowl. I hope you guys have a great Sunday night. And tomorrow is February 1st. So I hope you guys have had a great January 2021. Have a wonderful night again. Love y'all. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff if y'all can, if y'all like. I talk about all kinds of different issues people have, you know, humans have, but with multiple sclerosis, sometimes it's a little ramped up, the emotions and all of the human nature stuff that comes along with being a human, like getting angry, being even, you know, emotional, crying, you know, whatever the case may be, sometimes is ramped up. So we kind of have to ramp it back down, you know, and it's a little harder sometimes. But either way, again, love y'all. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Till next time.